I think I know who called your phone. Yo, what up, man?
So you know everything straight?
No, we said.
Nine was
when we can fly going to outer space, you and I feel my emotions, you center my whole world, 'cause you and me supposed to be together forever, babe, but you built this house on lies, lies, baby boo. I'm tired of playing the fool. I swear around through, yeah, 'cause you don't deserve a good woman like me. No, you she did. You got the best from me, yeah. Now the real you I see. You and me supposed to be together forever, baby. I don't understand why you do the things that you do. Save your apologies, save your everything. 'Cause time I'm so through with you.
Okay. All right, Rainier Avenue Radio. It still says Mambo is muted.
Well.
Did you mute yourself?
Nah, I hear him.
No, on StreamYard.
Aha.
Okay.
Here we go.
Boom, boom, boom.
All right, is that working?
As far as I know.
Mambo needs to still unmute himself.
How do you want to click that for me?
My bad.
So right where it says mute, there probably should be a line that's... Okay, so...
Just unmuting some mics, man. We here.
All right, Mambo still...
You might need to come click this for me. Is that
Okay.
Right here?
No, it says it's not. But why is it...
This one's muted up here, but I can't click on that. I won't let me click that.
Why don't you click it? Okay. Unmute.
So far, man, how y'all hear? What can y'all hear, man? Let me know if you hear me. We're working on Mambo's mic, but yeah.
Oh, okay. Here we go. There's two of these.
Got to disarm them both.
Oh yeah, so I can do it right here.
Disarm them both.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got it.
Sometimes you got to take the thing off. Safety.
Yeah.
Okay. Rainier Avenue Radio. Hello.
Fresh juice.
Okay.
You can hear us all now. Thank you guys so much for tapping in, being patient, bearing with us.
Yeah.
We got a new location, got new scenes, we got new energies, but your same favorite people in the building, man.
We taking it back to the bricks
Yeah, man.
as our backs are to the bricks.
That's it, man. Stacking them one by one, man. One by one.
Man, we are live. It is now 9:15. We got a couple of guests coming through. We got Seven Da Pantha rolling through. He hasn't been on the show since before the pandemic down there in Tacoma. Pandeezy. Same thing with Grinch last week, man. We had him on and pandemic happened in a couple of years, and then he comes back on the show. So we're just going to have to look back into our Rolodex of people who haven't been on since the pandemic.
Right, man. Have them spin the block.
Right. Let's see. Okay, good. Now the actual stream is working. I think we got the video working now.
Let us know in the comments, man. Everything coming out clean.
Yeah, send that link out now that we live. Let them know now that we live. Make sure that link.
Yeah,
out
let them know. Maybe they came on before and they're like, "What the hell's going on?" You know. So
tell a friend to tell a friend.
Yeah. Tell a friend that things are working now. Right here on. We also got ID yourself there. It's the ID.
Brother,
are you good? ID. He seems a little frozen. Okay, so things are not working on his end as well. Okay. We also got, we'll be calling in here shortly or joining us remotely from Florida. We'll have Antonio Ramsey.
Shout out to Florida.
Yeah, he'll be dropping a project Flamingo Drive this Friday. So he'll be talking about that here shortly. And I'm still trying to get our slides going here. And I think our guest is calling us on the phone. ID. Yes.
So can y'all hear me now?
ID yourself.
Yep.
There we go. Okay. Now he's working.
I want to crack a joke right now, but I feel like if it was inappropriate, yeah, I might get that on there.
JJ Grand, appreciate you. Herman Harp, we appreciate you. Liberty Singer, we appreciate you.
What up?
Yes.
Straight to the juice, man. We got the
look,
pineapple.
so Pete, man, we just talking to each other. What's going on up there? Why I can't hear y'all?
We got okay.
Who's got this?
You don't hear us?
This thing like this.
Who's got the source, man?
Is there a delay?
Juice up in here. In the wires, yo. Put some juice up in my headphones, B.
So you hear us right now, ID yourself.
To talk about.
So he can't hear us. Okay, he can't hear us at all. I think that's on his.
Can't hear us?
I think that's on his end.
In the comments, man, y'all hear us?
No, they can hear him like we can hear him.
Tell us in the comments, can you hear ID?
No more. It almost seems like all the superheroes got the same superpowers.
He's talking like you
Yeah,
we're ID the question.
I mean, what's his face? What's his name?
Inside the mind of yourself.
I mean, but he was just working at a bar and he was like invincible though. It's not really like a superpower.
Yeah, we can hear ID.
We should just stuck to like Dexter's Laboratory and like Ed, Ed and Eddie. They came up with some of the most inventive stuff, yo.
I don't know who he's talking to. The guy talking about Dexter's Laboratory and stuff. I don't know what to do with that.
Yeah, everybody said they could hear us, but you.
Yeah, it's ID.
They can hear him too. That's what they say.
Yeah, they can hear ID, but ID cannot hear us. To just leave him back.
Yeah, pop him out and give him a message. Pop him back.
Yeah, put it in the private chat. Maybe he'll be able to. Okay. I think we got most of the kinks out finally.
Yeah, we can have a show now.
Still, my slides are not working, so I won't be able to do images. But trying to, because I know you guys got some events coming up here, and I would love to show flyers for these things, but it's not uploading.
Hear my people. Hey, I can hear my people.
Go ahead.
My bad. Okay, I'm in there.
I think ID can hear us now, man.
Okay, cool.
You can hear us now, bro?
Yeah, bro. I can hear y'all now. Yeah,
I can hear my
I can hear y'all now.
Okay. I can't get the flyers up, so let's talk about these events you guys got going on, Mambo.
Man, we're gonna just shout it out real quick. But September 15th, I'm gonna be rocking at the Crocodile with B.O.B. It's gonna be a nice little legendary show. We got Tia Hess on the bill. We got Daniel Yates on the bill. I think they got Mr. Nice on the bill too. So yeah, it's gonna be a cool one, man.
It's a heavy set,
together, man. No, it's gonna be cool. And I'm coming with the band ready to do my duddy. So tap in on the gram, get locked in with me. I'm gonna have tickets and ticket links and all that. We just announced the show today. So if you get in now, then
yeah. And I'll be battling G Show August 13th, Vancouver, Canada. Shout out to Mike Simpson and the Smoked Out Battle League, man. But yeah, man, it's been about a year since I battled, so we'll be back in action.
Shout out to all y'all hard work,
I got
man.
an announcement too.
Appreciate it.
thank you, bro.
Yeah. Got an announcement too. My sister just had a kid, so I have a new nephew as of this morning, man.
Yeah,
congratulations.
I don't think we really need to waste any time. Yeah, we get them welcomed in and get them situated and seated.
Yeah.
Coming to the stage.
Come on and take your laptop over there and your mic and phone. Our guest is in. Seven Da Pantha, yo.
No, we ain't gonna do it like that. We gonna do it how we supposed to do it.
Do it, Mambo.
So we got, man, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6. And even greater than 8. You know what I'm talking about? We got 7 Da Pantha, man.
Let's go.
Straight out of Tacktown.
Clap it up.
253's very own. On right, man. Respectable, man. Make some noise, man. Make some noise.
Yeah. What up?
Welcome back.
Yeah, man. It's love. We was. That's facts.
That is weird.
That's facts.
It be like that sometimes.
That's facts. And
Hey,
where?
you know how they say history repeat itself. You know what I'm saying?
My case was there. Hey, do we kick some bars that night? I think we did get busy that night. Yeah.
It's a reunion.
How you doing today, though, man? How the weekend been?
Maintaining, man. Like, it's been a crazy run since the album dropped, man. Like, it's been kind of wild. So.
Oh yeah, we gonna get to chop it up about that, man. I already know it's probably been beautiful, man. Congratulations on that too, bro. Congratulations for real, man. There's a lot of powerful moments on that. What's the most exciting and the most difficult thing about the release?
The most exciting thing is just having new music out. You know what I'm saying? Because it was a minute between that last one and when I dropped this one. That was the dope part. The bad part was, you know, we were still coming out the backside of the pandemic. Everything wasn't all the way opened up, so it kind of put me off of booking shows and all of that. But
right.
Luckily, it got a second win. So
No, doors is opening it up, man, for sure.
No
doubt. Chip, I'm ready to go in. There was one thing that I was jamming, man, on my way here, bro. And I'm a big Wire.
I was
fan,
muted
bro.
the whole time. My bad.
Me too.
I love the Wire. No, I'm here because you threw that cold bit from Omar when he on the stand. You know, in the intro, and I said, "Oh no, he cold for that one. He cold for that one." Is that something that you do often, like kind of incorporate like whatever things are inspirational in that, or like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. What made you even want to throw that one in specifically? I listened to the bar, so I picked up on it, but you could break it down for the people too a little bit.
Well, I mean, the first Shooting Stars was you know, saying produced by Trust One as well. You know, so he was like my introduction to Tacoma hip hop. So when I linked up with Trust and I was making the album, I was like, I need to use interludes that really reflect, you know, where I was at when I was writing this. Right? You know what I'm saying? And the Wire was that. Like, Omar's my favorite character. So like when we got ready to do part 2, I was like, hey, look, all the skits gonna be Omar, the cover gonna be my head on Omar's body. Like, we get ready to go all in with it. You know what I'm saying?
R.I.P. Omar.
Yeah,
man, rest in peace,
Williams,
man.
Yo, one of the greatest actors of all time. Y'all better get that man.
I just seen a preview for his new joint too.
Man. Facts.
No, he got a new joint coming.
Definitely one of the
coolest. If I can ask, kind of speaking about what you guys are talking about, did that correlate as to how you kind of kept going for a little while when it came to the Unbreakable freestyles, or did that kind of occur differently?
Nah, okay. So the funny thing is, Unbreakable was also produced by Trust One, and
you kept it in the house, man.
Trust my guy, man. And I literally was watching The Wire season 3 while I was writing it. So
because I was peeping that, and I was like, yo, there's a lot of deep references to The Wire, and I got all 5 seasons behind me, but it's like I watch it regularly. I mean, and just because it kind of helps me create bars, and it kind of helps me get out of a comfortable mind state when you want to kind of get a little rugged and a little rough edged with it when it comes to writing. I kind of go reference some things from that, but in general, I noticed that in the Unbreakables, and so I thought I would ask that since you guys were referencing like kind of back-to-back records that you kind of dropped and things like this. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, man! Like the Wire is a big inspiration for me because, for one, I used to live in Baltimore for a little bit, so like I recognize a lot of the places
that they use.
I know a lot of people who are very much like many of the characters in The Wire. And some of the guys who are like the actual inspiration for the characters in The Wire, I've been, you know, fortunate enough to meet some of those guys. Like, I didn't know who they were at the time when I was meeting them, but you know, later you find out, oh, you the reason why they came up with this guy.
Right.
Like I bet you ain't know the big guy that was with Omar when he got out of jail, when they were sitting in the car when they were scoping out the apartment with Marlo and them inside that's the real Omar.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, that's the real Omar.
Oh, for real.
Oh, you just messed me up with that one, bro.
You said the dude at the bar?
No, he was in the so when
the big dude in the
Marlo. This season 4, I think, right? Season 4. Hey, what's your favorite season, man? Or rank the season. Give me a top 3 in your season.
Season 3 probably my favorite. Season 4 probably my second favorite.
Is that one where Avon gets locked?
That's that's when Marlo.
Marlo pop out in 3 and 4. Yeah.
So I like that part too, but I kind of like the better when the Bark Stills was running the show. So you know, season 3 my favorite, season 4, then season 1, season 2, then season 5.
Yep. No, I can respect. I can respect that. I actually got in a Twitter beef with what's his name?
Hey, season 2 was whacked. I mean,
what was the little boy?
That was the doc, right? Or they was
what was the little boy who had the long ponytail?
Oh,
man, I got to a little Twitter battle and like, but also about your character. You an actor, but you got to be ready for that.
You can't get mad. It's true. He was mad soft on the show.
I think my joint was when the chick had the power drill, and I think that's when the kids came in.
Snoop.
That Snoop was that's season 4.
Yeah,
right?
That's season 4.
Yeah. Season 4 is a hard one, bro. That's the way.
It's between that and the first one. I mean, the first
I think I'm with you. I go 4, 1, then I probably double back like 3, 2, 5. Because 5 they kind of just started to, you know what I mean? It got a little too political.
How to end it.
Yeah, they didn't really know what to do.
So y'all know what we say. This show goes wire to wire, and it's time to go on a break, yo.
There
So
it is, man. No puns.
We gotta pay some bills. We'll be back in a couple minutes. Seven Da Pantha is live with us, and we got things moving on. And we got ID Yourself, we got OG Mambo, we got Pint Size Patron, and we got D Money, and we're gonna keep it here until 11. So stay with us, y'all. This is Fresh Juice on Rainier Avenue Radio.
Yeah, it's your boy M5 Vibe at Rainier Avenue Radio. Rainier Avenue Radio with Fresh Juice. You already know how they do. Bringing the 5th to the 3rd on a major scale with D Money, Pint Size Patron, ID Yourself. So tune in and stay tuned to this freak, baby.
Wash your hands, don't let your face wipe down, clean up your space. When you cough and sneeze, do responsibly. If you feel you're getting ill, isolate at home and chill. No, you're not alone. Please pick up your phone and call 206-477-3977. King County 206-477-3977. Public Health 206-477-3977. King County 206-477-3977. Public Community Radio Station will provide you with more information. Rainier Avenue Radio. Your community radio station will provide you with more information. Rainier Avenue Radio.
Women Empowerment Talk Radio, roadmap to business success. Tune in every Sunday at 3 p.m. on RainierAvenueRadio.world, providing resources and sharing motivational experiences from the everyday entrepreneur. Tune in Women Empowerment Talk Radio every Sunday at 3 p.m. on RainierAvenueRadio.world.
The beat of the Fox with nastiness is back on K-Fox Night.
Yo, what's the legendary Hall of Fame DJ Mixmaster Ice from UTFO?
What's up? Who the fuck this is? This is Sir Mix-a-Lot.
And this is Terry Lewis.
And I'm Grand Mixer GMS.
Y'all, this is DJ Third Degree.
This is JJ Hudson from the High Children family.
Sunday nights from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's K-Fox Night Beat with DJ Nastiness.
Bringing back the memories.
Bringing back the memories. Bringing Seattle's hottest music. Rainier Avenue Radio.
Hi. Peace. Do you feel uneasy on your feet? Need assistance to walk? Do you use a wheelchair and want to stand more? What if you could stand stronger, feel secure on your feet? What would this mean for your daily life? Join our dance-based walking wheelchair and Wednesdays at 2 p.m. at the Theater in partnership with Rainier Avenue Radio and Hudson Empower Nonprofit. Walkers, wheelchairs, and canes welcome. If you can stand and bear weight for even just 5 seconds, come dance to walk with Tango Stride.
Check this out, y'all. It's your boy Grinch. Right now, you're tuning to Fresh Juice on Rainier Avenue Radio with D Money, Pint Size Patron, ID Yourself, and OG Mambo. Hey, who got the warm ice cream?
Tell me what you wanna do. Where the fuck you gonna run to? I know you get tired when he's fucking up again. It's another line when he says just a friend. But you swear you his ride or die. The truth tastes better in a belly full of lies. Truth tastes better in a belly full of lies. Truth tastes better in a belly full of lies. You want the truth? I'll give it to you. All the bullshit that you done been through. Got you stressing, keep you guessing. Learn your lesson, baby doll, you can come through. And I know that it's hard. You know that I'm playing my part. I'll give you the gift, but I know what it is, and I just can't no more. When the mascara running down your face, cause you keep crying, I'm feeling some way. I'll be in the background waiting for my chance now, but I gotta act now, man, I can't wait. Now I'm all alone and I'm pushing my ride. Doing about 100, girl, I'm losing my mind. I be calling God, asking why. I can't let you live this life. run to. I know you get tired when I'm picking up again. It's another lie when they say it's just a friend. But you swear you his ride or die. The truth tastes better in a belly full of lies. Truth tastes better in a belly full of lies. Truth tastes better in a belly full of lies. So what it be? I didn't keep it real. You confused and you don't know how to feel. And you call me how you want me, but you taught me everything and really what it is. I know what you need. I'm ready for you when you leave. But the homies be thinking I'm crazy and I'm beating his ass when I see you. When the mascara running down your face, cause you keep crying, I'm feeling some way. I be in the background waiting for my chance now, but I gotta act now, man, I can't wait. Now I'm all alone and I'm pushing my ride. Doing about 100, girl, I'm losing my mind. I be calling God, asking why. I can't let you live this life. What you wanna do? Where the fuck you gonna run to? I know you get tired when you're fucking up again. It's another lie when they say it's just a friend. But you swear you his ride or die. The truth tastes better in a belly full of lies. Truth tastes better in a belly full of lies. Truth tastes better in a belly full of lies.
Rainier Avenue Radio, Fresh Juice 934. Shout outs to Rocky Sandoval, good friend of the show. Belly Full of Lies is his new joint.
What up, Rocky Rock?
Yeah, and I know last time we played him, we shouted out his new label deal with, I think it's Warner Philippines. Apparently, I know Warner usually takes down our music, but Warner Philippines we can get away with. So
well, they'll probably give you a warning.
Shouts out to loopholes. That way we can support Rocky Sandoval.
You might get a warning out of it.
You gotta pull some strings for it, bro. You gotta pull some strings. Man.
For real.
Talk to a Ate or somewhere out there, you know, get us plugged into somebody.
Man, you're tuned in live. The whole crew is here. Myself, D Money,
Pint Size Patron.
ID yourself, you heard?
Oh yeah, there we go. ID, yep, and
OG Mambo.
And also here with our in-studio guest, Seven Da Pantha.
The rebirth of Black Mamba, you heard?
Hey. Yeah. We have the OG Mambo, and then we got the rebirth of the Mambo. Okay. I love it. And man, if you're seeing some different backgrounds, different situations, sounds, we're trying out something new. If you just tuned in, man, we're just in a different room in the Columbia City Theater. We're actually closer to the theater space. And
you ain't have to drop the low on them.
I mean, we're trying something new. We're trying something new, you know?
Just ignore that alarm, man. It's just a lot of smoke. That's set it off.
All right. So what we usually do is we shout out birthdays every week, and I think we got some of these screens ready. So I'm going to shout out some names real quick, and then y'all, if you got any birthdays, especially you in the comments as well, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, feel free to drop those as well. Shout out to Dano of used to be of Jazz Bones. He is a big booker down there. So
shout out to Jazz Bones too.
His birthday is on last Monday.
Yeah, shout out to Dano and let me know.
Yeah. He's still booking shows, I think, on
man. Dano, you need to DM me right now, man.
Not now, but right now.
And
today,
today, celebrating his birthday, Devon Manier. He founded a Sport Life Music.
Wow.
And he's been doing this thing for a minute. So shout out to Devon. His birthday is today.
Shout out to you, King.
Shout outs to Jazz of Jazz and Tay. That's a local podcast out here, supports locals, and
they be doing their thing. They dope too. They funny.
Yeah, they're good. They're good.
I'm gonna check them out. This is the first time I ever heard of them.
No, they fire. They dope.
Yeah, check out Jazz and Tay. It's Jazz's birthday today.
Well, Jazz, I'm gonna check y'all out, Jazz, and I'm gonna get y'all on.
What up, Ainge?
Shout out to Ainge P, the real life day. His birthday is tomorrow. Here. All the Leos. Perry Porter on Sunday.
Paints.
Perry Pizzan.
Perry Paints.
No doubt.
Yeah. Also, my family there. My sister Ruth. Her birthday is on Sunday.
Hey.
And her daughter, who is my niece, is born yesterday.
Happy birthday to them both.
Yeah, she's 3. Anna Lee. Yeah. Yeah.
Is this the same sister who just had a baby?
No, the other one. Deborah had her baby. Ezra.
I was gonna say they got birthdays galore over there.
Look at that, 3 Leos, man. 3 Leos. What the hell?
Action.
And
That's
I bet they be
crazy.
lying.
was at
Dad
the
joke.
rib.
Dad joke. I'm
That
sorry.
was at the
Oh,
rib.
I'm sorry.
and then that right there, man, that is our guest Seven Da Pantha's latest album. They're Shooting Stars 2, The Eye of the Storm.
Yeah,
What
man.
a title, man. What a title. That is dope.
You know, the funny thing though is if you listen to the album and if you ever heard any of my other music, this is probably the most calm you're ever going to hear me. You know what I'm saying? But it was a purpose behind that because I was like, I'm going to be calm and I'm not going to get super excited, but some of the things I'm talking about are going to be really
invoking in their context.
and juggle your mind a little. So that was kind of the point behind it. You know what I'm saying? And Omar, to me, is the perfect example of the eye of the storm because while everything else was going crazy around him, he always had a plan. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was my low key shout out to Omar.
I see you. I see you. Okay. Okay.
And I mean, yeah, his character was like culturally shifting in a lot of different ways. You know what I mean?
Hey, real quick, I wanted to shout out a birthday real quick.
I was gonna say, think about it. How many times you been in the hood and you chilling in the hood and the gay dude in the hood come walk around the corner and everybody drop their stuff and run?
Get out of there. Get loose. Omar coming. Omar coming.
That never happened to me.
Man, pure respect for him.
Hey, yo,
he'll really do that. ID, you said you got a birthday you want to?
Yeah, let's do that birthday. Let's do that birthday. ID.
Yeah, I got birthday from my homegirl Cozy, and shout out to her birthday today. And then 2 days ago, my homeboy CJ Walker, he live in Lacey. His birthday was 2 days ago. He turned 38.
Happy day, young tag.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Happy birthday to my grandma. She just celebrated her 90th. I just got back from Florida for that party. Yeah.
Wow.
90 times around the sun?
Sure.
And I want to wish happy birthday to Deez.
Yeah, boom.
Oh God.
Y'all need to relax.
Yeah, we know y'all.
It's not even.
So back to the part with the title. So kind of flip on the content, and you wanted it. The eye of the storm is more. It's more the ear of the storm because it's the depth of what you're talking about more so than the bravado that you came with. You know what I'm saying?
Like I didn't want to do a bunch of violent beats. You know what I'm saying? Like, the whole thing for me was
that cover is so hard.
Disgusted when I only listening to the beat and they're not paying attention to what the MC's saying, especially when they're killing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm like, let's give you a beat that's gonna be dope enough for you to say the beat dope, but it ain't gonna take over the whole situation. So then when I'm rapping, you gotta hear me. You know what I'm saying? You can't say, "Oh, I didn't know you said that." If you didn't, then I was.
Man, and it's a second in the series. So
yeah, absolutely.
Why did you decide to revisit that series?
When I one day I was riding in the car and I was listening to the first Shooting Stars, and when it got to the very end, I was like, that didn't sound like that was the end of that.
Right.
Maybe I should have kept going. Like maybe I should have made the project longer. Then I was like, nah, I could just do it. I was like, hey, bro, you want to do it again? He was like, say less, let's do it. So it was a long process because I'm weird when it comes to beats. So it took a minute to kind of get everything together. But once we got all the beats in place, it was just a matter of moments. You know what I'm saying? As far as the recording process.
How'd y'all link up the first time?
If I may ask, because I like to read things, from the top to the bottom, and like OG said, it's a tremendously wonderful cover art, and I actually want to ask you who made that as well, but at the top it says Seven Da Pantha. And I'm sitting there talking to my girl before the podcast, trying to figure out, because some rosters, signify with the Star of David as well. I'm roster my fire myself. And I was just wondering what the 7 signifies for you, if that's the 7 sins, the 7 seals, if that...
7 signs. For me, seven is, I used to be a 5%er when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? So 7 represents not only the letter G, which is the 7th letter of the alphabet, but that G represents God. And I'm not saying that I'm God. What I'm saying is the talent that I've been blessed with, I know where it came from. You know what I'm saying? I know where that came from. I know what keeps it going. Because at this point in my career, like realistically speaking, I should be declining, and I'm not. I'm just going stupid. So I'm like, I know where that comes from. So I gotta pay homage to that. And then also, by incorporating the Panther. I mean, I used to live in North Carolina, so that football team was the Carolina Panthers.
Okay, I see you.
But my dad was a member of the Black Panther Party, so like that's like my shout out to him too.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, I wanted to kind of dig into that, and I really appreciate you sharing. I just wanted to make sure I was understanding you correctly via the reading between the lines. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no doubt. Yeah.
So the project Shooting Stars 2, we chose one track from it, man, and it was the posse cut, man. Whew. Yeah, and so many names on this one, man. Season DeLuna, Silas DeLuna, Rim
we had them on
Steel,
the show before.
Apostle AP. Yeah, we had Season on the show. Yeah,
it was the takeover camp, pretty much.
That's my Scott. That's my actually. I'm glad you said that. That's because that's who I roll with, Takeover Music Collective. So you know what I'm saying. We I got Silas's Season on there, and I mean, like in time as things progress, Silas's Season kind of wanted to go do their own thing, and ain't no love lost. They still family. They just not running with the collective at the moment. So
right.
But if you notice on the record, they both say Takeover. So like at the time when we did the song, it was still all it was all.
Yeah, that's why I tapped in because I rock with my guy Ron, so I be tapped in there. Everything that's moving and shaking right over the right way. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
You said you lived in North Carolina. Is there any other soil that you called your home throughout your journey? I know you if you was in the 5% world, you must have got east a little bit, or at least the game came that way.
I was in New York. I've been in New York, little time in Philly, Baltimore, North Carolina.
Yeah, it's crazy though. But when he introduced you though, he was mentioning Tacoma. How long did you stay here for?
I've been in Tacoma for 6 years. Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up. You're a traveler. That's cool.
The thing is, man, like the funny thing is a lot of people from Tacoma that listen to my music be like, man, you rep Tacoma harder than cats that's from here. And I'm like, that's because wherever I'm at, wherever I plant my feet at, I'm gonna make
that's
it.
The crib.
I'm waving the flag. You heard me? That's all it is too. Yeah.
True.
Yeah, definitely, man. And so Bar Spitzba, when did you write that one?
Fire title too, bro. And you taking a risk by doing it, but I respect it.
No doubt.
I love that.
I thought about it. I was like, man, maybe I shouldn't do this. So the album dropped May 18th. I probably wrote my verse for that song 2 weeks before that. So Season and Silas was the only ones that had their verses like up until 2 weeks before the album was done. And then like I called
for that.
Yeah, because I'm getting ready to get my crew in trouble right now.
Oh, get them in trouble. Get them in trouble.
Let's do it.
That's all you got to do.
That was supposed to be a whole takeover song. It was supposed to be me, the Lunas, Mojo Barnes, Soda Interrogator, Double XL. I can't remember who. There was a couple other with the crew that was supposed to be on there at that time. And when I sent the beat out to everybody, the Lunas are the only ones that sent me their verses back. So I was like, all right.
right.
I'm not gonna beg you to rap, Holmes. Like either you gonna do it or you not. But
hey, that's how the game go, man. I had to do that with my last project a couple times too, man. You get the beat off and it's like, man, hey, I told you I was in the lab, you ain't pull up, what can I do? The show gotta go on. We know that statement. There's some phrases that's been around for a minute.
Like, yeah, I'll rap with y'all some other time, man. Right now I gotta get this album done.
Yeah, but Bar Spitzba, we're like where'd you get the title from? And you said you had to think about
crazy?
It.
The title, I didn't name the song until I got ready to I got the mixed version of it back and it still didn't have a title. And I got the titles of all the other songs on the album. And I'm like, I can't put this song out without a title. What am I gonna call it? And I was like, and I happened to turn on the TV and it was an episode of some show I never seen in my life, but they was having like a bar mitzvah for this kid. And I was like, I think I got it.
Hey, people don't understand. That's how it happens for creators.
It take one word, man, because you hear like bar and the rest kind of throws itself out.
You know what I mean?
That's real talk.
Man, I'm ready to hear some bar spits right, man. So bar spits,
Mazel Tov.
By Seven Da Pantha, L'chaim, featuring Season DeLuna, Silas DeLuna, Rim Steel, and Apostle AP with production from Tress. One off of Shooting Stars 2, The Eye of the Storm on Rainier Avenue Radio's Fresh Juice. Be right back.
Caution, y'all, I'm gonna spit this Zeus with the bars on God, y'all gonna witness. Obviously, y'all not gonna win this. Nauseous when jotting, so dog, I am sick, it's true. We not rocking with you. All y'all will be through if y'all crossing my groove. Let's go. Kill off all of your crew, and y'all talking like you are pocket, it's juice. Oh, We scripting the illest writtens, vicious, intricate lyrics like building pyramids with it. Exquisite rhythms invented when in it, better admit it. Reppin' the takeover, don't gotta spell it for you to get it.
Let them know who it is. Blood Moon, the lunatic. You could get shot and put in a coffin if you were sick. My crew is mixed with killers and shooters who rude and do insistent. Popping up at your door unannounced. Jehovah's Witnesses, we losing it. A pack of hungry wolves is who I'm moving with. Prowling and surrounding you now, howling when the moon is lit. Spit ether with the takeover. I need one mic, hate me now or game over. Got 99 problems, but I got this flamethrower. I am God's son, but not Nas or Jehovah. Spit flames, it's a lane we created with straight soldiers. Breaks over, we ain't here to take part, but take over.
Let me invite you to the science. And time flies in your mind, infinite like the Mayans. They stepped on it, wasn't good till I stepped on it. I chest box and block my opponents. Damn you, we the exceptional, all natural, never national. But we make it just get sexual. Come rappers and G-strings on the sectionals. 380 plus and that boy be flexible. Remy, a jug of painkillers, they still feel me. Plus I'm iller than the real niggas that live with me. Silverback, sometimes I feel grisly. Ghost MCs like Tommy with their Glock 50.
They say it's all about the Benjamins. 750. And they also say it's about the power. 750. But my music's realer than many men. And with me, it's never always about $1. If they say it's a big rich town around, my fellow angels about to drop an album. I'ma show you what the bars do. 750. If I pull a drive-by on Sunset Boulevard, then that's something like shooting stars too. Pun intended. The gun is sentenced for one-dimensional bums to get it. You some pathetic, non-aesthetic sons of peasants. As far as your minds go, stop trying to justify laziness for the time zone.
You can't see the danger, but you can feel it close. I need my flowers too, they salty cause of villain rose. Pedal to the floor, till the cash came, embrace the bag. Collided with evil in the fast lane, west coasting. So I only blow top class grain, eyes on the thighs. The groupies covered in my last name, bolder than Colorado. Take precautions with your glass frame. One man gang, flash hammers and snatch chains. Tack terrorists, anomalous pen, deserve a gold medal. Every ball like Vince with his arm in the rim. Look, my flow akin to a bomb strapped to a hill. Look, tell me who at fault them lies. Got your men shook.
All right, Rainier Avenue Radio.
That
is
Y'all
Seven
shut
Da
it
Pantha.
down, yo.
Featuring
bar of Vince's armor.
Caesar DeLuna,
bro.
Silas DeLuna, Red Steel,
Bruh.
Apostle AP, production from Trust One, and our guy Seven Da Pantha hitting cleanup on his own record. He's not leading, he's doing cleanup.
Yeah, no, because he knew he was going to do. He said, "Hey, y'all, I just need y'all to get off of me real quick."
It's like baseball,
No, I
man.
know
All
what
his
I'm gonna
guys
do,
got on
man.
base, and he just hit a home
Came
run.
for the grand salami.
Bro, y'all hit him with the lock. Y'all hit him with the locks flow, fam.
Oh yeah, I mean like that. I love the locks, man. Like that's
That man
I
said
love the
like
locks, man.
Vince with his arm in the rim, bro.
Or like Vince with his arm in the rim.
That's-
Yo, I
He
give
said
mad
when I do the drive-by, that's something the shooting stars do. Baby, what?
Hey, my brother crazy, man. Hey, matter of fact, if y'all get a chance, man, me and my brother AP, Apostle AP, we actually a group called Fallen Angels. Y'all should probably check us out. If y'all like bars, y'all go like.
Y'all do y'all spell it how it sounds?
One of our
It's,
Facebook users says that sounds nice. I like that joint. Remember, if you're using the Fresh Juice Facebook group, we do appreciate you for tuning in there. Sign your name in there. That way we know who you are.
No doubt.
Gotta respect the posse cut, man. And I like that everybody came with what they came with. Nobody really hit the same areas. You know what I mean?
Right.
They just came with their own entity.
You guys kind of inspire me, man. I need a little, but I haven't had a posse record in a little minute, man. I need to get some cats to come bar up. Man.
Sometimes you gotta do that just to sometimes I like to do stuff like that just to kind of put myself on the hot seat, you know what I'm saying?
I feel that.
Yeah,
that's why I wanted
put
to go
yourself in a
last.
room full of hyenas and lions and see if
OG.
On the note of bars, man, on the note of bars, we're getting into our monthly album review.
I already know what you're talking
And
about.
this
you talking
week,
about bars. I know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah.
we had to take it to the NYC for the release of Lloyd Banks' record, The Curse of the Inevitable Dude.
Now, if y'all don't listen to Lloyd Banks, man, just think about how crazy he went on fire when you first heard of him. Okay. And if you don't remember, everybody pause the podcast if you listen to this after the episode was over live and you tuned in later. But go check out Lloyd Banks on Fire. and then you tell me if this album is worth reviewing, and then go listen to the album, of course, and then just put your cell phone game.
Yo,
Nah,
I'm gonna just say this:
stupid.
if you ain't never heard the Lloyd Banks Victory freestyle, you don't really know what's going on. You don't really know what's going on. Like that guy's something special, man. They call him the Punchline King for a reason.
Yo, you know, hey, yo, you know what's crazy? I was last time we was talking about this on the last episode last week. I was mentioning that the only person that he remind me of for like going bar for bar like that on all his verses is Fab.
No doubt, yeah. You heard any of the joints they done together?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. He's the only person that's done it like that.
Oh yeah.
Like Grab, I mess with
Banks
Grab
different,
and
bro. He in the world of his own to me,
because Grab
bro.
does that too. But Fab and Fab.
So as far as this project goes, the Cursing Inevitable 2, how did you feel about it compared to previous Banks projects?
I think that this one was his most solidified and like well-rounded, just like overall project.
Yep.
And I think I mean, it was bars right after bars, right next to bars, stacked on top of some bars, carefully shelved next to a stack of bars. So I mean, that's what you came to expect. But when you get in a real hip hopped out project like that, I mean, it's got to be constructed in a very like strategic way. Even the features he got, bringing Benny the Butcher in and different hits, give different elements of that, the posse cuts, them different flavors of music right there. And I think he did a good job of like handling the position of a front man, because we all know him from the G Unit days where he kind of played more of the Scottie Pippen role, but he wore that 23 jersey real nice in my opinion.
And not even that, but like people were noticing that he was dropping 3-pointers the whole time. Every time they saw him drop, drop on the court, you know what I'm saying? He was dropping 3-pointers the whole time for G Unit.
Oh man, yeah, he was definitely to me from the very beginning, he was the thing that gave them validity in the parlay realm. You know what I'm saying? 50 always made great records.
Yeah,
if you like Banks, like if he had 50's charisma, he would have been a super duper star. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I feel like that's what he kind of showed in this project. He was a little bit more charismatic in this, and it was like a celebration. It was real. The messaging was clear, track by track. Everything he was saying, you know, there was celebration songs. Kind of, I'm gonna take my flowers.
I think what it is that he's done having his fun. He's more composed.
I can't with KJ right now. He said Mambo just described prison.
Yeah. I was reading that. I struggled a little bit when I wrote it. I was like, ooh.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he made a prison album, man.
No,
he did.
Oh no, because I think it was when you was like bars next to bars and all the bars.
Right next to bars.
Yo, you know what the smartest thing I think Banks did when he split Conway and Benny up and he didn't put them both on the same.
That's true, on different records. Yeah.
And both of those records feel different, and he got the right one from the crew to be on the record with him. Like, if you pay attention to like the trajectory of Lloyd's career, he's very slowly but surely learned how to make a solid project. Like when he first started making albums, when he left G Unit, it was okay. Hunger for More 2 was decent. Like you could tell he kind of had an idea where he was going, but he still had to fill in some of the blanks. But with this album, after I heard the first one, I already knew. I was like, here it come. And then he dropped this.
At a certain point, you feel me, as an artist, you don't hold a lot in the pocket. You drop your record as soon as you get the feature, and now you kind of get to a composed point where he's at, where it's like, well, I'm gonna tuck this for 2 years while I'm writing this, and then drop it with this, and you know what I'm saying? He's puzzling it together way differently than he used to.
For sure.
So favorite tracks. There's the track list there for y'all. That is a track list for the Cursing Inevitable 2 right there. We mentioned some of the other features on there, but also Rock Marcy's on there. Also Tony Yayo. Most of these tracks are just solo ones. He only had a few, maybe like 4 or 5 tracks that had like a feature on it, but
Jadakiss had a crazy verse.
Yeah, Jada was dope on that one.
I was gonna purposely not pick that because Jada's my favorite rapper, so I was gonna purposely not pick that record.
Yo, that's crazy, man. Jadakiss never mind. We talking about Lloyd Banks album right now,
Yeah,
so we're gonna talk about Lloyd Banks
album.
album. But goodness gracious, yeah, Jada's a beast,
man.
But the favorite tracks, guys. Which ones really stood out to you?
I like the Early Exit and the Formaldehyde. Both of those songs, like the Benny the Butcher, that man. The way it was the content for me. That was what was kind of sticking out to me, that he was really really telling his story. You know what I'm saying? like all the things that you didn't know was going on. Like he was letting it be known that like, yeah, I had to kind of like play my position, but this whole time I've been a dog. You know what I mean? That's all I kept picking up from it. And I'm gonna continue to do this, and now I'm gonna take advantage. Like, and on top of being a dog, I was getting paid the whole time. So you know what I mean? He's not really Scottie Pippen. He in a little bit of a better situation. You know what I mean? But
Hey, yo,
winning his team, but getting his money, man. So
I'm gonna be transparent. I'm gonna kind of out myself and be a little transparent and just be my unapologetic, authentic self. But like, I could have swore we was gonna peep a female album, and I peeped this album, so I'm gonna make my favorite and speak on that too. But I could have swore we was gonna do somebody else's album in general, like a female that was dropping.
Oh.
No, you're good.
Oops.
But and Joe, my favorite though is Food.
Oops.
I don't know if y'all know about that record in general. But Panic is my other favorite record though. So Food and Panic are my two.
I can dig it.
what about you, Patron? What you was messing with out the project, man?
I like Formaldehyde and I like Dead Roses, the single.
Yeah.
I do have a few critiques, man. Just because I'm an MC, I look at it a little bit more objectively.
Talk to us,
Yeah,
man.
let us know what's good with
It's
it.
about
What's
like
good?
maybe 3-4 songs too long.
Okay, a little bit too
Yeah.
Like
long.
like you mean the project in its entirety is a little
Right. Because actually I think it was better than the Course of the Inevitable Part 1.
Absolutely.
Right.
Because it was about it's 4 songs shorter, but I think it's still a little bit too long.
So
And I saw
Patron,
that
is
he
it per artist? Is it per artist that you feel this way?
My bad. I just want to finish. I saw that he brought Benny the Butcher back on this one, and he brought Vado back on this one, man. I see that they clearly have they clearly have like a mutual connection when they're in the studio, man. So I'm sure it's easy for them to knock out a couple tracks.
Oh, yeah.
Get the verses done.
Convenience.
I agree with what you say. I wouldn't describe it as lack for charisma, but I understand what you're saying. Like he doesn't give you the concept into a song that sounds completely different from other songs on the album. I feel like there's a couple joints on there where he was giving you his steady flow and his punchlines. And I see also that he's growing as an MC, so I can see him like talking about stuff like, being his reaching his success and cutting people off. I like that. I like that material much more so like than just the regular punchlines, because as you see the nuance in hip hop, it's leaving the whole, I spit bars, I get money, and women like me. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, right.
You know what I mean? Like it's changing. People are definitely getting more in touch with their feelings and stuff like that. So I see, even like Dead Roses, the story behind that is basically he just saying, I want my flowers when I can smell them. I don't feel appreciated with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was the single we played last week, I think. And for me, that was my favorite record. They chose that single perfectly,
Oh, yeah, he smoked that.
Right?
I think Death by Design might be my favorite song. So,
and I was going to say on both of them, man, he snaps on the intros like tough.
Oh, yeah, man. Banks is crazy.
Do you guys feel like per artist, it has to be a certain track list number, or is it like per domain?
The way the game is structured now,
I think it's sonically.
It's hard to really justify.
So sonically, you can make it happen,
especially when you said there's no skits. You know what I mean?
Well, hear me out. Kendrick Lamar.
Is even with the number of seasons. Oh man, that don't count though. Yeah, Kendrick went crazy.
He breaks his own. He breaks all the rules.
I like that you brought up Kendrick Lamar, because also like I was looking at the time listings for the Course of Inevitable 1. And they're all 3 to 4 minute songs. You know what I mean? This one got something that's a little too, but they're still in that range of like 3 to 4 minutes. Whereas Kendrick Lamar will give you like a 9-minute song here, skits like that. But when you get what you're getting, and I think is part of it is his audience. You know what I mean?
Right.
They want to hear a certain rap, a certain boom bap beat, and they want to hear the bars. And I think he satisfies that audience from the intro. Like it's just bars off the rip. But nothing about being too long. I mean, also to the point where it's only 2 verses. People are 2 verses on the song, and if you got a feature, you can get the 3rd verse.
Well, looking at the time, man, it's time for another commercial break. So let us know in the comments, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. What did you think of Lloyd Banks's Curse the Inevitable 2? We want to know what you thought, and We'll flash those on during the commercial break. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. Stay with us live. Seven Da Pantha is in the building. We got another hour to entertain you, so don't go anywhere. This is Fresh Juice on Rainier Avenue Radio. All growls are free.
Yo, what's good? This is Swamp Tiger. Y'all listening to Fresh Juice with Pint Size Patron, D Money, and IDYourself on Rainier Avenue Radio.
Welcome to the coronavirus pandemic. I take the virus for 100. Fever, chills, shortness of breath, loss of taste or smell. What is stay at home and isolate? Correct. Coronavirus for 200. Inability to stay awake, persistent pain or pressure in chest, trouble breathing. What is seek immediate help? Correct.
Coronavirus for 500.
Crippling and potentially dead infectious disease eliminated the United States with vaccination.
What is the polio vaccine?
Correct.
I'll take coronavirus for 700.
The Daily Double. Should I take the coronavirus vaccine? Wait. Hold up. This is not a game. It's time for serious discussions. We have coronavirus vaccines, but not everyone is comfortable taking them. Here's the fact. Based on what has been proven about vaccines for other diseases, COVID-19 vaccine may help keep you from getting seriously ill, even if you do get vaccinated. Also may protect people around, particularly those that are illness for COVID-19. We don't yet have all of the answers. Get informed, talk to your healthcare physician, and make the right decision. This is a message supported by the Washington State Department of Health.
Greetings. This is your host, TJ Neftali, Rainier Avenue Radio .world. The best DJ in the Seattle area. You can catch me every night at 8 p.m. Like I said, TJ Neftali, the best radio in South Washington, best radio station, Rainier Avenue Radio .world. Come on, right?
You probably have questions about COVID vaccines. Here are some answers about how they're being made.
How are COVID vaccines being produced faster?
Usually, vaccine testing and production are separate steps. But because of the pandemic, vaccines are being developed on parallel tracks. So both steps are happening just at the same time.
How are the vaccines being tested?
Right now, several different COVID vaccines are in testing. Each go through multiple clinical trials with up to thousands of volunteers.
How do vaccines get approved?
Not all COVID vaccine versions will make it to the final stages of testing and approval. Produced vaccines that do not pass clinical trials will be destroyed. But for those that do pass, a team of medical experts will examine test results and possible side effects. If the vaccine is effective and safe, it gets approved and gets to you. COVID vaccine, WA.org to learn more. A message from the state of Washington.
What's going on? It's your boy James.
It's Jazz.
We are Abstraction.
Oh, listening to Fresh Juice. All Rainier Avenue Radio.
Featuring D Money, Pint Size Patron, IDYourself, and OG Mambo. Tap it.
Talkie mushrooms.
Think about my brother Malcolm every night right before I rest. Then I praise Allah for every day that I take a breath but must invest in some chunky with a plated vest. I know some niggas that lost their life playing funky chess. Try my best to keep it G, nothing less, east or west, no matter right side or the left. War stories, hood glories tatted on our flesh. R.I.P. BG, made my folks rest. Reggie, Reg, AC, and the homegirl Pearly. Now I'm thinking about little COVID cause he died too early. Say some prayers to the heavens. I hope my brother Rekka heard me. We sending prayers. I hope that Joaquina heard me. We pulling up for Young Menace in the gangster fashion. Then I take another double shot for Marcus Patton. He kept it bracket. For a section, he was never acting. Is there a heaven for the real ones? That's all I'm asking. Some days, my city seems like paradise, but every day is a gamble like a paradise. If I crap out, I hope the Most High spare my life. If I roll snake eyes, will he spare my life? I say it twice for my nigga serving life behind bars, so I try to get a homie's life. Behind these bars, mental scars from this cold, crazy life of ours. It's an open bar, let's have a toast for tomorrow. You better shoot for the stars, aim for the moon. I say a prayer for my YGs, cause I fear they dying soon. Look up, I see footsteps across the sky. We got PTSD, but we too hard to ever cry. R.I.P. Big Tony Mac and the big bro Tarvis. The day you left this earth and went to heaven, that was the hardest, made us heartless, cause everybody seemed to look like targets. The rainy days filled with darkness while we ducking charges. But regardless, I keep a heart and mind full of gold. Try not to get stressed out from things I can't control. I'm in my soul when I'm driving on the open road. We keep on gassing until magic get parole. Some days my city seems like paradise, but every day is a gamble like a paradise. If I crap out, I hope the Most High spare my life. If I roll snake eyes, will he spare my life? I say it twice for my nigga serving life behind bars, so I try to get a homie's life. Behind these bars, mental scars from this cold, crazy life of ours. It's an open bar, let's have a toast for tomorrow. Let's have a toast.
All right, Rainier Avenue Radio.
Let me know if y'all like that song.
Mac,
I don't know what y'all think of that new joint.
Mac Hussein.
Yo, man, I'll be honest with you.
Mac Hussein, toast for tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll keep it a buck with you. I just wasn't ready for that.
Just wasn't ready for it.
You're bringing that slow flow back.
Wasn't ready for that. Like I need some white walls. I need somebody driving, and I need a real hot day with a cold beverage in my hand to be handling something like that. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah, he was paying tribute to a lot of dead homies on that record, man.
Like that's what I'm saying. He had my head, bro. I'm thinking about, man, look, I'm about to post something out on the sidewalk and stuff, bro.
Mac a wild dude, man.
Like that, man.
Mac a wild dude.
He got my headspace there, bro. Like we over here talking about like rappers and all this, and I'm like, man, like y'all look. Dude, who chose the playlist? Who chose the playlist today?
Hey, I'm just saying he went real on that record.
You over here tugging on my heartstrings, dog.
Who chose the playlist today?
Anyway, you're tuned in to Rainier Avenue Radio, Fresh Juice with myself, D Money,
Pint Size Patron.
IDYourself, aka Emotional Eddie.
Emotional Eddie needs to be in the screen though.
Yeah.
And
so I didn't see my shot.
Also here with the special guest of the evening in the building, Seven Da Pantha.
Wow. How do you say panther in Spanish? Someone in the comments, look up how to say panther in Spanish.
Hey, yo, Seven.
Siete, the large gato.
Yo, seven. Do you have like a
Siete grande gato.
Siete grande gato negro.
Do you call your fans your cubs?
Yo, that's crazy. Oh man. Nah, actually, I call my fan base, I call them the Panther Pride. You know what I'm saying?
Pride.
Yeah.
Panther Pride, man.
You should call your haters your cubs. That's what they is.
No doubt.
All right, we need to take a couple of minutes here and say about a couple things going on at the radio station real quick. Next month, and this is going to be huge because it's just like, I don't know how it's going to happen, but here in the Columbia City Theater, literally right next to the stage, which is to my right, to Mambo's left.
You keep trying to drop the location on him, bro. Like, they don't know where we at. We in Jupiter.
There is going to be a basketball court right there. I don't know how this is going to happen, but there's going to be a hoop that's going to get put up. There is going to be a Rainier Avenue Radio basketball league going on in the Columbia City Theater.
Is it one-on-one?
Fresh Juice is finna drop everybody off because I'm on their team.
Is it one-on-one?
Yeah.
So
sign us up for the 3-on-3.
Yeah, let us know. We ready. We ready.
Let me explain real quick.
We got serious quick.
It's not for the grown folk. It's for the kids.
We got kids too. My kids gonna come drop y'all off.
All right, so your kids can play. I believe it is 18 to 24. You got to be 18 to 24.
Them ain't kids.
No, I don't got kids like that. That's grown. That's grown.
Kids.
So we're talking.
That's youth.
We're talking about
adults.
We're talking mostly about high school players, and they're trying to get up in the league and all that kind of stuff, or get looks.
Okay.
And it is a special type of thing where it's 1-on-1 to up to 3 points. Then you go 2-on-2 until you get up to 9 points.
The thing is, I can see it though.
And it's going to be a half court. It's going to be a half court, and only 3 players per team. So at most, it's going to be
full court is just crazy.
Yeah, exactly. There's going to be 6 teams of 3, 6
They
games.
need announcers.
There will be announcers, and 2 divisions, a playoffs, and a final championship. There will be interviews. Our own Masvita Mariar of Seattle Sports Weekly.
You want to say Majita? I'm gonna talk to Uncle about it. It's Majita. That's how you say it.
Majita?
His name means give thanks. We from Zimbabwe. That's my uncle. So Majita gonna be in here.
Yeah.
Majita Marai.
He is the head referee for the league. So
okay.
Shouts out to him. He also hosts Seattle Sports Weekly on the station. So that'll be tomorrow at noon. You can get caught up on all Seattle sports. Also, we'll be collecting stats and more. And there also will be a mini little I guess little reality show, so you'll get to know all the players in like an in-depth type of way with a camera and all that kind of stuff. So a lot of Rainier Avenue Radio Basketball League. Stay tuned for more details. That's going down in August. So, and all players are going to receive podcast training as well. So we'll teach them how to run boards and announce and run the cameras and all that kind of stuff.
Valuable skill to learn.
Huge.
You know what's crazy?
I'm in here to see somebody get dunked.
I just realized I just realized I did a show here before. I didn't even realize where we was at. I'm looking around like, wait a minute, I rapped here before.
Quite possibly. Another thing for Rainier Avenue Radio tomorrow, we will be doing the Jefferson Jumpstart concerts at Jefferson Park. We're going live at 7 p.m. We'll have a broadcast performance from Tomo Nakayama. Next week, the Supertones and Elias Alexander on August the 11th. So that'll be the next 3 Thursdays. That is what's going on Rainier Avenue Radio. But for now,
man, I just want to be like one of them Joe Rogan side commentator dudes.
What?
I knew he was gonna go off the tracks.
I don't know what we're going with that one. But
at the basketball game,
you got to train your thought.
You got to train your thought. Kids 18 to 24. Yes, KJ. All right. So, all right. Speaking of going off the rails, how about a game of take your pick?
Yeah. Nah, man, hold up. Y'all ain't about to make me look like. Nah, listen. I was talking about the basketball game. I was talking about being a commentator on the side of the basketball game.
All right, we're moving on. Shot clock violation. All right. Anyway, take your pick. If it's your first time playing, take your pick. It's really simple. It's based on a card game. There are 2 choices. You just pick one of them. Of course, we're playing along with our special guest, Seven Da Pantha, and we're playing along with all of you on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. Put your answer on what your choice is in the comment section. And we'll flash it on the screen, and we'll announce it. We'll do as 5 or less, depending on time.
Right.
And we'll go with our first one here. All right. You always get first dibs, or you always get the last laugh.
Dibs.
You want dibs? You want the last laugh?
I want the last word.
You can tell I want dibs.
I'll take the last laugh.
I'll take the last laugh, definitely.
Oh, it's my turn now?
Yeah. What are you doing, Mambo?
Well, I'm gonna take dibs.
You're gonna take dibs? You're gonna take
and
dibs?
I'll tell you why.
Well, why are you taking the dibs?
Because I don't need to laugh last if I'm the one who got it first. I'd rather take the first laugh. I'd rather be laughing first. And then right when you're about to laugh again, I'm about to be like, I got dibs on that laugh too.
Like, here's my thing. By the time you start laughing,
y'all gotta listen to the terminologies of these take your picks. They said always first dibs or last laugh, not last victory, not last win. You just get to laugh last. You know what I'm saying?
My thing is like by the time you start laughing.
I'm thinking deep, man.
I'm burping and rubbing my belly by the time you start laughing.
You know, and is it a belly laugh? Is it a chuckle laugh? Like, what type of laugh is it? You know what I'm saying? I'm taking first dibs. Like, it means I get first doobie, first snack, first I need first number one. Ricky Bobby, I gotta win. Shake and bake.
Always.
Hey, KJ say he's not starting a damn thing. He's getting that last laugh.
Yo, so what's the concept behind wanting to get the last laugh? Like, what is the victory behind the last laugh?
So you guys don't want first dibs. So they say, hey, who wants this $1 million? You don't want to be the one who got first dibs to like, there's a room with $1 million and you could walk in and stuff your pockets with as much
And
as you
explain to me, where's the win in the last laugh?
Laugh? Like, I just don't get it. Like, that's just a little
Where's
petty.
the win?
Even in that scenario, I'm gonna get the last laugh because you can go in there and stuff your pockets, and I'm gonna go in there and get everything that's left, and then that extra stash is under the floor they didn't tell you about.
Nah. See, I'm clearing it out. But this is first dibs. So when they open up the next room, I'm first in there again.
Hey.
Mambo cheating now.
Herman says the last laugh makes me think I'm the closer. You save the best for last. Like Seven Da Pantha was saying. Like think of this analogy right here. Let's say yes, you got first dibs. You grab the $1 million, if you will, but you spend it all, and you spend it all to me.
Right. The goal
now I got all the money and I'm laughing.
I was gonna say the goal isn't to get it. The goal is to keep it.
See, but you guys are presuming that it gets lost. See, we just got first dibs. It's not first dibs and you lose it. It's first dibs.
It could be though.
No, fair.
Y'all trying to tell our story because we got first dibs.
And you just laughing. You could also not have.
I'm not getting ready to laugh with nothing. I'm not.
But you see, there's too much room. There's too much room.
Herman says the first is probably going to make more mistakes, and I'll learn from them.
Exactly. Yeah.
Next question. Next question.
You know what? I feel it. Hey, if people want to live in the world of what ifs, I'm listening to the exact words. It said first dibs or the last.
Yeah, I don't deal with hypotheticals and theoreticals. I'm more little. That's it.
And first dibs, and just so you know, just to clarify on dibs, first dibs means that I have the first choice to take it or leave it, whatever that is. So it doesn't mean that you automatically get it, like, oh, you're the first one who gets the first piece of poop. You know what I'm saying? That's not what we're saying.
They say the reason why the villagers,
because I know you guys are going to go obscure with it and try and make the dibs on something lame.
You could be like the first person to get a Benz in your family, right? But if you ain't got a car 2 years later, you know what I'm saying? You back on
Why do we gotta lose it? Why are we all losing? You guys, is y'all glass half empty?
D, you gotta push it on. D, you gotta push it on.
Well, what's the ending of Mist? I'm surviving after y'all shot
It's
yourself.
kind of implied that the last laugh means you still got.
I think it's just too prideful for me. I don't want to laugh at anybody.
All right,
I don't want to laugh at anybody. I just want to be first.
Moving on. Take your pick. Spend the rest of your days of your life inside or outside.
Outside.
The rest of the days of my life.
The rest of the days of your life inside or outside.
This is worse than staring at
it. Day?
Yeah, that means you always have to be inside or you always have to be outside.
I'd rather be outside.
Inside.
Yeah, I'm not sleeping outside.
Inside. And I tell you why again.
Why,
because
Mama?
it is 2022 and we can create a virtual anything indoors. If you outside and it start raining, you outside. That's all I'm saying. Like, I could make virtual rain inside and like wind and the air conditioning, turn the heater on. There's a gym. Man.
This is worse than
when you like, man, I'm outside with it. Then it's gonna start raining. You're gonna be like, oh,
I'm dead.
It's raining like that's the worst.
It's at least comfortable. It's at least snow. You can build an igloo. You know what I'm saying? You can sit on the snow. Rain, it's just watery. It's just tough.
Ain't nothing going on with the rain. With the rain, Holmes. That's it.
we ain't talking about no hurricane, yo.
Oh man. See, and Herman, I feel you. So outside has places that can become quick shelter.
Yeah.
But then when you're in shelter, you're now inside. You feel me? Outside means no cover, no nothing. You just outside.
That's not true. No.
All right, what you doing, Seven? I don't think you've chimed in yet, man. Rest of your life inside or
I'm
outside?
inside, bro.
Inside?
I'm inside. Look, and it ain't no thing. Everybody probably thinking I'm gonna go stir crazy and that, bro. I did time.
Yeah,
if I did time in them places, I could be inside my crib all day and be cool.
I just don't understand
Well,
why.
I done did time, and I'm gonna go ahead and be outside.
Connected to an airport.
All right, let's give ID his minute, man. What's good, ID? Inside or outside?
I done did time too, and so for that reason, I'm staying my black butt outside.
Okay. Oh, work.
I was gonna say it could be a mansion. It could be a mansion. At some point, I want to step out.
I want to know about the logic of this one from Hermit. If I'm under a tree, I'm not inside.
No, and I want to speak on that because if I'm in a cave, if I'm in a bear cave,
you still getting wet.
And then KJ says, "Can I build something indoor outside?"
Yeah, he needs to come on
What
the
is
panel.
up with you guys, man?
Hey man, if you under
Yo,
a
so
tree,
Pete, Mambo, if I'm in a cave, am I outside?
Patron, you see it, they want the best of it all.
I like y'all listeners.
Mambo, if I'm in a cave, am I outside?
No. If you in a cave, you are now inside, bruh. You're now inside. See, part of my mansion is I have a cave. I have a cave connected to my garage in my mansion.
You
so I'm
can't
still
have
inside at all
everything.
times.
You can't have every indoor.
When you're inside, you can have everything.
Ooh, take your pick, yo. We're live on Rainier Avenue Radio.
They build zoos. They put animals all over in all different places. Inside is where it's at.
Rainier Avenue.
Indoor pool, indoor basketball,
D
indoor
money. I'm blaming you for all this.
Rainier Avenue.
What'd you say? Hey, that automatically works when they take it inside.
Rainier Avenue.
Football. I don't want to watch arena.
Rainier Avenue Radio Fresh Juice.
Hockey, if that's what you're into.
We are playing Take Your Pick, and on to our next one, yo. Would you rather spend the full day in your pajamas or spend it in a suit?
Pajamas all day, bro. Ain't wearing no suit.
It's hard to hey, going all day in a suit is nuts.
That's wild. You know what I'm saying? Like,
All right,
you said.
There's no way.
All day.
All day in a
Patron
suit.
said from
Nah,
8
I'm
to
cool.
8. Hey, when you said 8 to 8, you put a different image in my head. I had to think about my answer a little deeper.
Dang, yeah. Wait a minute. Hold up.
Because if it's just that from 8, if it's 8 to 8, I'm not gonna sue.
Nah, I'm still PJs, bro.
That's
Sorry.
not that because you got to think from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. is not that bad. And I'm just thinking about this, right? I'm thinking about what bags could you miss if you in your pajamas at 3:30 in the afternoon.
Hey man, you remember when you said it's 2022?
Yeah.
Okay, it's 2022. I'm gonna be inside in
On
my
Zoom,
PJs on Zoom getting that bag. It's all good.
Listen, man. First of all, J. Cole looks like he needs to borrow somebody's charger, but he got the most money everywhere.
See,
Feel
but
me?
we
Real
can't skip the
talk.
part where J. Cole had a wavelength hair and a chain, and he was trying to look like everybody else. We can't skip that part because he had to go through that part to get there. So he can do that now because he has earned himself the freedom to do whatever he
I
wants.
just gotta take the comfortability, man.
No, and I
I'm gonna
respect
go
it.
to
I respect it. I
pajamas.
respect it. I respect it. I respect
I
it.
like this answer. Pajamas. The business do what it do, no matter what I'm wearing.
That's what I'm saying. Like the conversational piece is what's gonna matter for the bag to drop on the table. You ain't gonna ask me what kind of joggers I'm wearing that day.
I'm still working my blueprint out, man. So we still growing. I can't just be caught in the PJs.
What about KJ's here, man?
They're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, we want to book you to tour with Snoop Dogg." Whoa!
For the record,
looks like a suit.
Yo, for the record, I'm choosing. For the record, I'm choosing.
Stop trying to get the best of both worlds. That's what
But yeah, for real, man, y'all need to chill. For the record, I'm choosing pajamas. And furthermore, y'all can go ahead and bury me in my joggers. Y'all heard it first right here.
I mean,
said KJ, if it is pajama suit, if it was a pajama suit, I'm getting with the pajama suit. Like a silk pajama suit, like a nice silk one, that looks like a suit.
Y'all need to stop,
silk
man.
pajamas
Y'all
with the
need to
collar, that
stop.
almost looked like a suit. So you know what? I might have to switch.
D Money, I'm blaming all of this on you.
Herman says I'm gonna do a 3-piece suit that I can partially take off and still be fly.
Now imagine if I show up to a business meeting with a robe on. You know what I mean?
You know what? I'm gonna tattoo. You know what? I'm gonna tattoo the suit. I'm gonna tattoo the suit and wear some pajamas on top.
Does the bag get bigger or smaller? Does the bag get bigger or smaller when that happens?
I think I instantly puts the ball in my court.
You feel me?
What if I tattoo the suit and then I wear pajamas on top?
If I'm sitting in a business meeting and everybody wearing a suit and one guy walks in pajamas, I'm gonna be like, he's got to know something we don't know.
No, he got
to.
No.
We might
He's
as well
the
just
owner.
cut the check now and
For
give it
sure,
to him.
like that's so he must own it. Man.
Yeah, he with it.
He got the sauce, yo.
No, this is building for real. No, that was his parking spot outside.
We got that was his parking spot. We got time for one more. Take your pick, y'all. Okay, so get locked inside a theme park or get locked all a night in the museum.
Hell no.
I take the museum, yeah.
You can take the museum.
Yeah.
You can learn it there.
You can learn, but what about the theme park though?
Cool.
You could die at the theme park at night. Ain't nobody there to know how stuff's supposed to work. You just go, you just in there messing with things. You gotta die, man. Don't do it.
Hey, but no
You trying to
line.
run the carousel and hop on it real quick, man. You gonna pull a wire?
I don't know. They make it look real cool in the movies, though. You remember them old like '90s movies where like a kid break into like a little theme park and then they ride in the carousel, like.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
You
Like,
gotta watch out.
And this is what's really what's pulling me, right? Because I go to museums, you know what I'm saying? I like to, I'm cultured, y'all. You know, OG Mambo different. He golf, go to museums, he do whatever he want to do.
He said golf, I'm dead.
But look, because I go to museums often, I know that there's not very many comfortable spots like at a museum. So like when you want to go to sleep, like you finna be sleeping on a hard bed.
I'm getting ready to crawl right up in that. I'm getting ready to crawl right up in that T-Rex rib cage.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You gonna be sleeping in the
Make it do what it do, huh?
On the exhibit, yeah.
All right, so first of all, I'm just gonna be honest real quick. First of all, Seven sounds like Freddie Gibbs in the motherfucker. I'm sorry.
He said he sounded like Freddie Gibbs.
You can't be climbing.
Secondly, I'll be completely honest with you and transparent. I can't choose either because I've done read too many Goosebumps books to want to go to a museum. Even though I've been to some, I'm cultured as well. But I can only go to a museum outside the country. I can't be walking into Tacoma Museum thinking it's gonna be normal. Secondly, I can't be going to no theme park because I ain't never been on a roller coaster, and that's just never gonna happen anyway. And so I'm just gonna go back to my little cave in the woods and be outside.
I do wild, yo.
No, you know what? That locked me in. I'm at the theme park because you guys, it's all presumptuous. I don't have to ride the rides.
Too many Final Destination movies, man. You gotta be on a ride.
I'm a break into Dippin' Dots.
Come on,
I'm gonna have to
man.
smack Dippin' Dots
Bro,
all night long.
Have you seen Final Destination? They all died.
And that one time when you're gonna think about hopping on that roller
That's where I
coaster.
was. You know where that's where
He said,
Yo,
I'm
on
breaking
Final Destination, they always die to Dippin' Dots. You can't go to Dippin' Dots.
Yo.
I'm breaking into Dippin' Dots, eating good
yo.
fair food, swimming in the little pool. I'm not going on that.
D-Money, I'm blaming this entire game on you.
On the side, and you're gonna kick it by accident, trying to push off the wall, and it's just gonna start draining down.
All right, I cannot with Gabriel right now. Museums can become theme parks if you creative.
See, now you're gonna be breaking stuff. Now you in there breaking stuff, swinging around on the man. And museum, that's national. That's ancient
Black
history.
Tarzan in the museum, bro. You ain't know?
It's a 1,000-year-old wheel, and you are there rolling it around playing
Black
games.
Tarzan up in the museum.
You see what you did, D-Money? You see what you did, D-Money?
Yeah, D. What you rocking with?
You see what you did, D-Money?
I think I'm doing the museum actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I'm doing the museum.
Y'all gonna be on them stiff benches.
Y'all on that Jumanji stuff, bro.
Y'all not
tripping.
thinking about how scary a museum is at nighttime.
Hey,
like when you see them things in the
I've
dark.
seen enough.
Have y'all seen Jumanji?
Say the theme park is the worst place.
Man,
Send you that fun house.
when you get ready to go breaking the Dippin' Dots and Pennywise hop out from behind the machine. Like, I don't want to hear nothing, bro. I don't want to hear nothing.
Yeah, you gonna float today. Man.
My phone ringing. I see Mambo number. I'm gonna be like, no. I know what's happening. Nope.
Oh no! Be like 7, dog. No, you gotta hold
You ain't gotta put me in that.
Come on, man.
Yo, have y'all seen Jumanji?
Grab one of them spears out the little, you know what I'm saying, and come hold me down, son.
Bring one of them T-Rex ribs I'm laying on.
Yeah. Fly one of them pterodactyls over here, son. Get me right.
Flying pterodactyl bones
D-Money.
like a paper plane.
D-Money. D-Money, you see what you did? You see what you did, D-Money? You started all this.
Herman says, I feel like I'm going to get more in trouble at the museum. Oh, this dinosaur bone I broke is federal time. My bad, bro.
That's what I'm saying. You guys can't be playing in the museum. Like, these artifacts.
Y'all play too much, man.
This bull was flown from Tibet.
Y'all going to be smoking weed in the museum.
I'm getting ready to shoot that thing like Kobe.
Y'all going to be dropping crumbs of food in the museum and stuff.
Right, man.
Acting like it's not even a museum.
If I gotta square up with Pennywise, and that's the worst thing of the night, you know what I mean? So be it, man. You know what I mean?
That was just the beginning, bro. You didn't give me time to really flesh it out for you.
You can't Netflix and chill in a museum.
I'll be in there moving around in that theme park. I might have to get on the ride just to, you know what I mean, get away from his ass.
Like, I'm in the air.
Oh my God! Oh, that's take your pick for tonight,
the
yo.
craziest thing is he just asked 3 questions for this game that I have never considered in my entire life. Any of those things ever in life. So now I'm stuck with it.
You can't unhear it.
Oh, that's a good question, KJ. Like, are you by yourself? Because that do change the answer too.
That does change.
Oh, you know what though? That might change.
No, if we was all together, just think about it. If we was all together,
then we at the theme.
We gotta
park.
do the theme park.
And we
together,
fade in Pennywise if he come out. And I bet you none of y'all better be acting scary either.
That's crazy.
Yeah, just
But I ain't going first.
Just don't go by. Just don't go by yourself.
He said I ain't going first.
Hey, betting on you. Y'all better not be acting scary either. But I ain't going first.
no, I gotta go first. I gotta go first. No, I gotta go first. Look.
You got the last laugh.
Don't be acting all
Look,
scared.
I gotta go first. I gotta go first so I don't shoot nobody on accident.
There you go. See.
In that case,
Cause I'm a bust something.
My nerves is cool, so I'll be all right. I gotta wait for you know what I'm saying. Once you, I'm like, oh, there we go. There you at Pennywise. Come here, boy.
All right, man. That's Take Your Pick for tonight. Thank you all for playing along, man. That's Take Your Pick. We still got another half an hour of entertainment for you. We got a new joint from Seven Da Pantha called coming up here, and Van Guns and more ID the question as well. So stay with us right here on Rainier Avenue Radio's Fresh Juice.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Bo Blast, and you're now tapped into Rainier Avenue Radio. You're listening to Fresh Juice with your host D Money, Pint Size Patron, and ID Yourself.
Atlantic Street Center has been serving the children, youth, and families of the Seattle-King County area since 1910. We partner with families and communities to raise healthy, successful children and youth through services including counseling, early learning, youth development, domestic violence, and education support for school-aged children. Committed to serving the African-American community, Atlantic Street Center provides services and support for all marginalized people. Learn more at AtlanticStreetCenter.org.
On RainierAvenueRadio.world, look for the Change Your Food, Change Your Life show. I'm Dennis Weaver, your good food guide and host, helping you to feel good and look good, and who wouldn't want some of that? All that and more from the Change Your Food, Change Your Life show on RainierAvenueRadio.world. Stories, songs, and guests. Begin living the organic good food life, and the rest of your life just may be the best of your life. Always up, baby, to your help.
Hi, I'm Paul Pearson of StarTime. Did you know that back in the 9th century, Rainier Avenue Radio was the host of the first annual Gregorian chant-off? Man, that was tight. Well, times have changed and so have we. Now you can hear all the great Rainier Avenue Radio shows on our mobile app for Android and iPhone. It's completely free on the Google Play Store and the iPhone App Store. The Rainier Avenue Radio app.
Welcome to the Fitness Corner. I'm your host, Mark Bryant, and you're going to get a whole total body workout on my show, starting off with a warm-up, aerobics, strength training, cool down, and stretching every Friday from 11:30 to 12 right here on Rainier Avenue Radio.
Hello, my name is Pastor Derek Lane, and I live and pastor here in the Othello community. I'm vaccinated because I know how illness can hurt a community. As a grandfather, I am boosted to help protect my 3.5-year-old granddaughter who can't be. I don't want to see members of my community die needlessly. And as a pastor, I've had funerals for those who caught COVID, but none from taking the vaccine. If you have questions, need resources, or want to make an appointment, visit kingcounty.gov/vaccine.
This is Sarah Black. You're listening to Fresh Juice on Rainier Avenue Radio. Mwah. Love.
Shooting like a free throw, a Tarantino. Who gon' care if you know? Baby, we don't. I just gotta make a move right now. Get a cup, that's the move right now. Pull up if you are down. I'm off in the secret part of town so that you can tell me secrets I won't leak it out of sound. Let's get real. All these phone calls tell me how you feel. All these FaceTimes reveal your smile. Look like you ain't did that in a while. If you really feeling while you creeping, he ain't talking, now I'm speaking. What's his plans, what he teaching you? Or just another nigga that you teaching to? Yeah, seeing how you watch me. He ain't cool, but he not me. It ain't cocky, hockey, how I'm skating with the ice. Don't wanna hurt his feelings cause he nice. But baby, his feelings, you my wife. Yeah, I said it, and you ain't even dead it. I said let the moment pass, you ain't let it. I'm a shooter, baby, you can leave me open. Shooting like a free throw, a Tarantino. Who gon' care if you know? Baby, we don't. I just gotta make a move right now. Get a cup, that's the move right now. Pull up secret part of town so that you can tell me secrets. I won't leak it, not a sound. Shorty, I'm looking respectfully, vision like I'm Bethany, and you can be my wonder, put me under any spell that you can conjure. I really want you. You my drug, I need a sponsor. You and me in every way, in every genre. You and him, that ain't the wave, that's a contra. Oh, shooting like a free throw, Tarantino. Who gon' care if you know? Baby, we don't. I just gotta make a move right now. Get a cup, that's the move right now. Pull up if you are down. I'm up in the secret part of town so that you can tell me secrets. I won't leak it, not a sound.
Woo! I was really vibing to that one. Xavier Omar Tarantino off of the Blur EP.
Shout San Antonio, man.
Rainier Avenue Radio, Fresh Juice with myself, D Money.
Pint Size Patron.
IDYourself, yeah.
Whoa, rotation.
My headphones isn't on. I thought he had said it.
Yeah, IDYourself and OG Mambo. And our guest of the evening, Seven Da Pantha. Yeah. We got a track from him coming up here, but before that, we're going to do this question from our guy ID, and we know this guy, man, his mind is endless, so we have no idea what the question is going to be this week.
Uh-oh.
I wanted to make it a really deep one because of our guest, and his vocals kind of touched me quite a bit, so I wanted to, put my real effort into this question, so I'm going to read it off of my little tablet here. I wrote, should the government of whomever country you predominantly live in pay for the funeral expenses in full of its residents and consumers of said country? I mean, after all, they are your consumers. Land of the free? Should the land of the free provide the free service? And who will be brave enough to ring the alarm on this?
Well,
yeah, you can take this one.
Yeah, I think that should be the case, actually, and especially here, since I live in America, I can honestly say that definitely should happen here. Most of the things that we consume on a regular basis, like everything that we consume on a regular basis, the government got their hands in everything. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day,
brother, let me get a little deeper. We have to consume our debt. We have to consume our debt, and we have to pay for that.
Right. Exactly. So in that case, it's absolutely necessary. Like, if you're not going to provide free healthcare and free education like other countries are able to do, that don't have the financial resources that this country has, that's the very least you could do.
And you just tapped into another thing. It's like we have the financial, we have the jobs, but they teach you everything but financial literacy in high school.
Exactly. Well, I mean, the good thing about, I'm not going to say the good thing about that, because now they don't teach you that in high school, but in all actuality, I'm not as upset about that as I used to be when I was younger. When I was younger, I was really upset about it. But now I feel a little different about it, because I feel like financial literacy, teaching people how to invest and all these other things, all of that's cool to make you money, but ain't none of that going to actually liberate you. You know what I'm saying? Some people think money is freedom, but in all actuality, all you got to do is ask people who are wealthy in this country if they feel free. You know what I'm saying? Freedom is a whole different thing. Like
that whole phrase, more money, more problems, is real.
True indeed. That's really true.
The funny thing about all this is the funeral business is completely privatized, and the expenses are astounding. If the government had a public plan to handle funerals, the cost on any family that loses someone would be so low.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think you might be onto something with this question, because it's like,
I mean, that's the same. That's the same thing if we made our own cell phones in America, kind of concept. But it's like, if you really think about life itself and what you consider the cost of life, or what you would consider to be what life is worth to you, in a sense of, when you lose a loved one. Go on, Patron, with what you were saying. Sorry to cut you off.
I knew you was gonna cut me off and say nothing about it, but look, I think you're onto something, because if they knew they had to foot the bill, maybe they'd work a little harder to keep you alive. You know what I mean? Like, I was gonna, because my first thought was like, well, they barely look out for us while we're on Earth. Why would they foot the bill when we're gone? But maybe if they knew they had to foot the bill,
it's because you're gone.
Maybe they changed the way they act. Yeah.
That's real. That's really real.
Man, that is a money making idea,
when
right
you
there.
stop making the longevity of life, when you stop putting the price tag on the longevity of life, then you might be more capable.
You know,
of
people
taking-
make jokes, and people make jokes all the time about how when you get old, right, and you're with your partner, your loved one, and they make jokes about how, oh, we're just waiting to see who dies first so we can get this check. So is the government.
Man,
Yeah.
that's deep. That
Let
is
that
real.
marinate. Let that marinate. Internet.
Well, man, what an ID the question this week. Damn, that was a thinker, Raymond.
Cremate everything.
Yeah,
I love it.
cremate everything. Yeah.
Whoa, I like those kind of questions.
No more burials, or just donate your body to science.
Hell no.
I'll be real with you. I'll be real with you. In a lot of places,
I see the stuff they already do with science. I'd rather not have my body involved in that.
In some places, in some places
not
in
donate your
Africa,
body to these. No.
in some places,
I'll
that
never
was
let to what the government, so these Caucasians can do what to my body?
listen.
no.
In some countries, in some places in South America, you can't even take the heart out of the body.
I was gonna say, I think they just discovered how to let you produce after you passed away. Like
Create like, children after that?
Basically, I don't know what they're doing, but
nah, bro.
Kids are gonna turn us into trees.
Like,
yo, Patron, you gotta drop links when you say stuff like that, bro.
Like, is scientists bored? I just don't understand. Like, cancer is still a thing.
And it's
like,
basically, I was gonna say it's basically for soldiers that passed away and their family didn't get to create a family.
Herman says, "I'm gonna die and be turned into a tree for my fam to sit under and enjoy my energy and shade."
That's dope. I like that.
That's deep.
Well, in some places in South America, you're not even allowed.
Generation.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. In some places in South America, you're not even allowed to take the heart out of the body because they consider the heart to be the center of the mind.
And I don't drop sources, man. I ain't no snitch, man. I just hear what I hear.
You said Twitter, man. That was enough.
Hey,
all right.
Hey, Patron, gangster with the journalism.
Right,
Yeah, I'm a journalist, but I ain't playing.
Allegedly, that's what I heard.
Bird told me.
All right, so we need to set up we need to set up this new joint here for our guy Seven Da Pantha, man. Brought in a new joint, his newest single, man, Montu with Van Guns.
Yes, that's my guy. Yeah.
Who on the that's on the production?
Yeah, Van Guns did the beat, man. Me and Van known each other for a long time, man. He he just reached out one day, was like, "Yo, you want to do a single?" I was like, "Yeah, let's do it."
What?
He sent me 3 beats to choose from, and it was like super difficult to choose between the 3. But something about this particular beat was just talking to me, so I was like, I think I'm gonna go with that one. So I did the song. I didn't have a title for it. I sent it to him. He got it mixed. He was like, "What's the name of the song?" I was like, "Give me 20 minutes and I'll tell you." And and for the first 15 minutes of that 20 minutes, I wasn't even looking for a title for the song. I was doing something completely different. And so I realized like I got 5 minutes left before this guy hit me back, and I don't know what I'm gonna call this record. So I said, you know what? Let me just look this up. And I looked up African war gods, and Montu was the first one that popped up. And I said, that's the name of the song, Montu. And he was like, why? I said, it's an African war god. He said, but why you want to call this song that? I said, well, it's pretty simple. Regardless of whether my family was started here or whatever, everything originated from Africa. So I'm African at my core. You know what I'm saying? And war is the designation that we have to walk with every day because of the fact that I'm Black in America. I walk with the designation of war all the time. And God is the guidance. You know what I'm saying? So let's put it all together. Then you think about what I said in the song. He's like, yeah, Montu it is. So there you got it.
Oh, that's
and that's one of the biggest war gods too.
Wow. Okay.
That's gravitational,
man.
Have you ever looked into
I want to say he started a lot of the prolific, you know what I'm saying, historical wars. Yeah, he started a lot of wars.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And especially over his people, like it was a big thing for Montu. Like I do a lot of like historical studying on our people in general, but Montu is read about Montu, man. That boy was something serious.
It was either gonna be Montu or Ogun. It was gonna be one of the two. So
nah, you had a good choice with Montu. Montu's a good problem. He's a good problem in the sense that he never laid down for nothing, bro.
I love it.
All right, Montu by Seven Da Pantha and Van Guns right here on Rainier Avenue Radio's Fresh Juice live.
Explain it to me how my hustle disrupting your movement. Praising Jay and still refusing to follow the blueprint. Stupid, spit 112, probably think I'm Cupid. I paid the cost to be the boss if I passed the recouping. Predator behind the door asking who let the spook and held the fort stone. My unit running like El Fukin. Devilish lessons that render the holy grail useless. Canava. Ain't it bizarre learning what real proof is? The raw deal. You names endanger the babies. I'm feeling like Paul Hill. I'm more insane than they claiming my method. Killer Hill. For the paper I will stay for tons of losers. The death's wall. Yes, y'all. Stop comparing me to them bars that ain't done nothing. Chopper on the case. I'm hopping out the back black van with the guns busting. Your auntie only child. I'm the one cousin. Sanitation. I ain't done dumping. But hold up. Hey. I ain't trying to hear nothing. What? I ain't trying to hear nothing. A lot of y'all suckers, so I ain't trying to hear nothing. Right? I ain't trying to hear nothing. Ain't no dollars in your trending topic. I ain't trying to hear nothing. Whoa. I ain't trying to hear nothing. You ain't playing right. You need to stop it. I ain't trying to hear nothing. I ain't trying to hear nothing. Whoa, hit the purple flower, flow harder than steel plates. King like Wakanda was a real place. Beef career ending, watch his grill quake. Goons at every door, hope you find the windows like Bill Gates. Wait, Leatherface, massacre from a southern state. Groundbreaking, everybody eating. We be shifting place to flights, don't Red Bull. I'm wired, wings slipped and getting higher on the Southwest fire. You ignorant? Take a hit of this. Zone out, vision a pearly gate trip of 50 with swords overthrowing a slave ship. Concrete most of my DNA trick. No flag, no set, but 7 niggas good to bang with. OG Primo, play the game with a cheat code. You click baby gangsters, I call them childish Gambinos. Dropping in Tacoma, they feel the tremors in Reno. Y'all style, this the game winning free throw. Hey, I ain't trying to hear nothing. What? I ain't trying to hear nothing. A lot of y'all suckers, so I ain't trying to hear nothing. Right? I ain't trying to hear nothing. Ain't no dollars in your trending topic. I ain't trying to hear nothing. Whoa. I ain't trying to hear nothing. You ain't playing right. You need to stop it. I ain't trying to hear nothing. I ain't trying to hear nothing.
Rainier Avenue Radio, fresh juice. That is
Yo,
7 Da Pantha, man. Mark Van Guns.
He said Paul Hill, Bill Gates. He dropped Gambino, and then my man
he
said
said my method is Killer Hill.
I ain't
facts,
trying to hear
okay.
nothing.
What? I'm your auntie's only. I'm your auntie's only child, the one cousin.
He said, and then the line about the sanitation, I ain't done dumping. That was dope. That was dope.
Yes.
The funniest thing of all is right now y'all calling out all the lines that I be laughing when I perform the song, and I be doing it, and I be watching the crowd, and I'm like, y'all didn't get that. Y'all didn't get that. Then I say something super simple, and they're like, and I'm like, yes,
but you know what's crazy though is because like what you talked about when it says like, okay, the beat's gonna be fly, but like you're gonna hear these bars though. Like it's you're real about that.
Yeah, the beat doesn't outshine the bars.
That was another reason why I picked the beat. Like Guns is a pretty accomplished producer, really. Like on the East Coast, he's been doing this thing for a minute. So like the big thing for me was I want to make sure that your beat gonna get recognized by people who already know you. I just want to make sure I don't get lost in the shuffle. So you know what I'm saying? Like that's
right.
The fact that you said Paul Hill and you knew who I was talking about when I said Paul Hill is crazy. Like a lot of people have no idea what I'm talking about, but Paul Hill got arrested in Florida because he shot the dude at an abortion clinic. You know what I'm saying? He had an issue with abortion. So, and it was funny because that whole Roe v. Wade thing was just starting to happen. You know what I'm saying? At that time, he was starting to talk about it. So I was like, in the song, I said, you lames endanger the babies. I'm feeling like Paul Hill, but it's a whole different concept. I don't got no issue with abortion. I'm talking about people who out here doing harm to babies that are already.
Right. That was a heavy bar, bro. That was a heavy bar.
Man, and I know ever since your last appearance on the show, I think it was definitely before the pandemic, you've definitely reached out a lot to these East Coast cats. I know you've done a couple of tracks with like E the Mad Assassin and done a couple of things with that guy, man.
I did a whole album with E the Mad Assassin, Carter and Newton, the Field Report. If y'all ain't heard it, the cover is basically a nod to CNN's The War Report. We both standing back to back in front of the projects and all of that. You know what I'm saying? We both from very similar places, so we wanted to make sure that we made an album cover and made an album, of course, that celebrates not only where we came from, but where we hope that the hip hop that we grew up on is going. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of E the Mad Assassin, though, coming up soon is going to be the Shooting Stars 2 experience. That's my little tour that I'm doing.
Yeah.
And E the Mad Assassin is going to be rolling with me for half of it. Mojo Barnes will be rolling with me for the other half of it. So we're doing 3 dates in 3 dates in Washington, 1 Bellingham, Seattle, Tacoma. Then we're gonna head out of state with it. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect, Washington, but I gotta go rap for some people that appreciate what I'm doing. So
I mean, like, I think it means more when you're out there anyway. But
yeah, real talk.
Shout to Mojo.
Yeah,
Bars,
no,
man.
yeah, because they tapping in, but I feel you got to touch pavement and be able to shake the earth
And at the same time, man, like you realize that, I guess you don't really realize how far your singles can reach if you were to perform them like for different crowds. Like a lot of times you get bored of your own records as far as performance goes well before you should, because you're not reaching out far enough to enjoy performing it everywhere.
Ooh. Yeah, I love my records at all times, man. I ain't gonna cap, man. I'm trying to tell you, I perform it like it's brand new, baby.
I didn't want to say like
that's
it
what you
means
gotta
more
do, though.
to go out of town, because I mean, home base is always gonna be home base. And matter of fact, they had the luxury of seeing you come up. You know what I mean?
Right.
But when you go out of town, I think it means more because you got to prepare. You're not gonna have that backbone of an audience that's guaranteed to support you. You really got to show out when you out of town.
Yeah, it really make you dig into your bag and really figure out who you are when you go away from your comfort zone. You know what I'm saying?
I always look at it like when you go out of town, you got to think there's rappers from there. You know what I'm saying? That rap.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So you pretty much have to show them why you worth listening to besides that person.
Sure did.
When I drove to go move to Virginia, like it was like maybe the first 3 days I was there, and they threw me on stage, and like I was expecting to be there for I stayed there for like 2 years, but I was expecting to be there for some months before my first show, and I went there for artist development. Yeah, it was when I moved in with Nook for a couple of years, and he put me on, like we did a show with like for example Jeremiah, like was one of the first shows we opened up for within the first 6 months of me being there, and that was just like my first, like, you know what I'm saying, like that kind of stuff. When you're not in town, you got your music, but it's just some random DJ with your USB, you know what I mean, and it's just you.
So
yeah, real talk.
So you're tearing up for the tour, as you said.
No
But is Montu coming to an upcoming project or?
Nah, man, we just threw that out.
It's just
because.
That's
you know
just because. Okay.
Yeah, just because. But I mean, I definitely, even though it's gonna be the Shooting Stars 2 experience, I'll basically be performing the whole project. With the exception of Boss Spitz, because the rest of the crew won't be there. But,
right.
Actually, I got an idea for that, so I might be doing that song too. But
might as well.
But if I don't do that song, then Montu would definitely be in the mix. Definitely, Montu would definitely be in the mix because it's actually done pretty well everywhere I performed it so far. So
spit your verse acapella.
Which verse?
On the
Bar Spitz.
Oh, Bar Spitz.
If you can't get everybody in the building,
you can't see the danger, but you can feel it close. I need my flowers too. They salty because a villain rose, pedal to the floor, to the cash came, embraced the bag, collided with evil in the fast lane, west coasting. So I only blow top class grain, eyes on the thighs of groupies covered in my last name, bolder than Colorado. Take precaution with your glass frame.
Hey.
One man game, flash hammers and snatch chains. Tag terrorists, anomalous pen, deserve a gold medal. Every ball like Vince with his arm in the rim. Look, a bomb strapped to a hymn book. Tell me who at fault them lines got your men shook.
Let's go.
Woo!
Yeah.
What?
Ladies and gentlemen, Seven Da Pantha.
And what I was saying, man, is like you gotta do it when you perform the whole album.
Oh yeah.
Do your joint acapella, but exactly like that.
No doubt, no doubt.
I knew that's not what you was asking for, but I'm glad he gave it to us, man.
I didn't know what he was. I thought he was saying do it now. I'm like, okay.
Hold on, real quick, because we ain't got a lot of time. Real quick, because we ain't got a lot of time. And all y'all out there watching though, all the viewers, all the young people who tapped in, who said that you really want to do a thing, you really tapped into it. When somebody call you out like that, that's how you handle business. No hesitation. He said, "Oh, you say you want to say what? Yeah, real quick."
The hardest part for me was remembering the first word of the verse.
Yeah, once you get the first word, you're like, "Oh yeah, this is the story I was telling."
That was the hard part. Yeah.
It was like Patron asked him. "Man, you got your badge and your clock in, punch in sheet?" "Oh, yo, I clock in right now."
No, I clock in right now. What you mean?
Now.
No, I'm ready to go right now.
Man,
like, actually, I already clocked in. I'm getting hours. I'm here. I'm getting hours.
All right,
you already got it in the pocket.
All right. Speaking of clocking in, it's time to clock out. We out of time, so
man.
We don't get the right license. We started late.
Thank you.
Yeah, right.
No, sorry, no. Thank you to Seven Da Pantha for rolling through, man.
Always, yeah, man. Love to you, God. Thank you for coming through, man. For real.
Yeah, definitely.
You, bro.
Thank you. He also has a podcast, by the way. If you don't know about that,
indeed,
you can check out Pantha Politrix.
by Seven Da Pantha. If we had more time to let you, talk about it, but we out of that. But
it's all good, man. And y'all make sure y'all hit takeovermusiccollective.org. We rolling, y'all.
For sure. Next,
yeah, man. Big shout to Ron, man.
Ready Ron, Mojo Barnes, Soul the Interrogator, Double XL, Monster Illicit, Monster Bride, the whole squad, man. Hey, I love y'all.
Next week on Fresh Juice, we're taking the show to Norway. Well, we're not going to Norway, but we're having a guest from Norway. Siri Black will be joining us live.
She live in Norway?
Norway, yeah.
Yeah, she's mad dope, bro.
International.
Anyway, yes. She also travels a lot, so she gets around. Siri Black.
She lives in Norway?
Yeah. She's from Norway. I know you can't believe it, but
Seven needs to relax.
Seven, you gotta chill.
People from there, man.
There's people from Norway, man. There's people from everywhere, man. I'm excited.
Anyway, she had a joint. We had a joint a couple weeks ago called "Let the World Unite" that really just made ID dance crazy, man.
Yeah, no, that one's fine.
Yeah, Siri Black will be on the show next week.
Yeah, I'm gonna be dancing. I'm gonna dance for her next week too.
Checking in from
Now you need to relax.
Let's go. August 3rd. Check it out next week, 9 to 11 p.m. right here on Rainier Avenue Radio's Fresh Juice.
Yeah, we'll be here at 9 too.
Yeah, we'll be
here. We was here. Really, we was here at 8.
We was here, but anyway.
They crazy.
Anyway, follow us on the Facebook group, facebook.com/group/Fresh Juice Media, facebook.com/group/Fresh Juice Media, Spotify playlist, all the music on tonight's show available on our Spotify playlist, Fresh Juice Mix 2022, Fresh Juice Mix 2022. Follow us on IG and Twitter, Fresh Juice Media, IG and Twitter. Video clips from the show, upcoming guests, pics with our guests after the show. Also, archives, audio archives. Go to mixcloud.com/freshjuicepodcast, mixcloud.com/freshjuicepodcast.
Yeah.
It'll also be posted on our Facebook, our YouTube, our Twitter, and our Twitch accounts. You can watch the show in full on your own time after we're off the air. Thank you all for tuning in to another edition of Fresh Juice. Neon Ghost Show is next, as always, at 11 p.m. And peace.
I got tired of hearing him say all that.
Bless.
We'll see y'all next week. Shout out to Seven Da Pantha. Go listen to his music. Follow him on the internet. Stream him so we can get paid.
All that stuff.
We out.